Cut the weight, cut the risk, cut the cost. Your guide to a longer, healthier life. Chronic disease is optional. Learn how to live without it. What if I told you that chronic disease is not your destiny? That gaining weight, needing meds, and losing energy isn't part of getting older? What if you knew that 60% of adults already have chronic disease? That is 153 million people, and most started developing it long before they knew. 40% of adults, that would be 102 million in the US, have 2 or more chronic diseases. In fact, most people start developing the precursors like high blood pressure, insulin resistance, or abnormal cholesterol in their 30s and 40s. But damage often begins even earlier, in the teens and 20s. Here's what really happens. It starts with gaining a few pounds. Maybe your blood pressure goes up, then your doctor gives you medication for cholesterol or blood sugar, and more medication for prediabetes and maybe diabetes. But medications often treat the symptoms of chronic disease, not the root cause, not the real problem. What is causing the chronic disease? That's what we want to know and avoid. As soon as one condition leads to another, diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver, obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, certain cancers, it's a cycle. And it's costing you your health and your money, okay? But here's the truth most people don't hear, not from their doctors anyway. Chronic disease is often preventable and even reversible. You can lower your risk, lose weight without extreme measures, and save thousands in healthcare costs. In fact, 7 to 14 more years may be added to your lifespan without chronic disease. 7 to 14 years, that's a lot of time. And what about $500,000 to $1 million in your pocket saved because you don't have chronic disease and you're not going to doctors and paying copays and medication? Join me for my free webinar to learn how to stop chronic disease in its tracks before it stops you. That is right. Susan Peacock, registered dietitian of SusanPeacockDietitian.com. Let me show you how you can be in charge of your health and avoid chronic disease. I've been working with patients for over 25 years to avoid chronic disease or reverse some of them. In my free webinar, you'll learn that chronic disease is something that is preventable, along with showing you how to take simple, science-based steps that put you back in control of your own health. Nutrition assessments, meal planning, education and support, lifestyle coaching, which includes exercise, stress, restorative sleep, all in my free webinar to help you avoid chronic disease. Check out my website, again, SusanPeacockDietitian.com, and sign up for my free webinar, which is coming soon. Cut the weight, cut the risk, cut your cost, guide to longer, healthier life. I'll show you simple ways, science-based steps that put you into control. And I have been a dietitian for 25 years, as I mentioned, and I am free of chronic disease. I've chosen that. And I'm going to share with you all the problem solving, the perspective changing, and all the issues that patients have to avoid chronic disease that we have to break through, but we can do it. Again, please sign up for my free webinar. I'm SusanPeacockDietitian.com. I'd love to see you there. Thank you so much. Take care.